Hello, welcome to Digital Farm TV Rural News. I'm Andy Walker. Kiwi dairy giant Fonterra is believed to be reviewing its IT systems after a botulism contamination scare saw products partially banned in China and totally banned in Russia. Industry insiders are hinting that a change in computer systems may have exacerbated the issue by affecting the company's ability to track batches. Meanwhile, across the globe, the Sri Lankan government has ordered a recall of 2 batches of Anchor brand milk powder after authorities claim to have found traces of the farm chemical DCD. Fonterra hotly disputes this claim. Finally, the company also revealed this week that it had been fined around 1 million Kiwi dollars by Chinese authorities for its involvement with a global group of 6 companies convicted for price-fixing infant formula. A month to forget, maybe. The Meat and Livestock Australia mid-year forecast for the lamb industry remains positive, with improved seasonal conditions and continued strong demand in export markets assisted by a softer Aussie dollar. Record export volumes due to increased slaughter rates during the past year are likely to continue due to the dollar hovering around 90 cents US mark and reduced supplies out of New Zealand for the 12 months, MLA says. The US, China and Middle East remain key lamb markets, with exports to the Middle East forecast to increase by 10% to 56,900 tonne and exports to China forecast to increase 22% to 36,000 tonne. Still on the positive side of the ledger, Australian wheat production is expected to increase 9.5% this year to 24.15 million tonne as favourable weather conditions in June and July lifted yield prospects across the country. Rabobank senior grains analyst Graydon Chong said that after a relatively dry summer, recent rainfall across a large portion of the central and southern area of New South Wales had lifted yield prospects in that state. South Australian growing conditions had been largely ideal, with average to above average rainfall and less damaging frosts than last year. Federal Agriculture Minister Joel Fitzgibbon has rejected claims a deal with the Western Australian government to deliver a $60 million concessional loans package to farmers could not be finalised until after the federal election. A spokeswoman for WA Agriculture Minister Ken Baston told the West Australian last week that because the federal government had gone into caretaker mode, there will be no movement on the package announced in April until after the election. Joel Fitzgibbon said the Commonwealth was continuing to negotiate with Western Australia and the Northern Territory to reach deals on the finance package worth 420 million Australian dollars wide. Australia's largest food relief agency, Foodbank, has teamed up with JBS Australia and Primo to launch a new initiative to supply over 130 tonne of sausages per year to those in need. The program was currently supplying 5,000 kilograms of sausages to Foodbank in each state, and Director of Foodbank Queensland, David Crombie, said that the program needed the support of Aussie beef producers to ensure the program's ongoing success. Foodbank was currently supplying enough meat for more than 75,000 meals a month and was hopeful that donations would continue. The Australian Bureau of Agricultural and Resource Economics and Sciences has begun its annual survey of crops, mixed livestock, sheep, beef and dairy farms. ABARE's Acting Executive Director Kim Rittman said farmers played a critical role in the collection of ABARE's data. Survey officers would visit around 1,900 farms to speak to producers and collect physical, financial and management information about each farm business, Dr. Rittman said. Finally this week, newly planted rice shoots poking out of the Sudanese soil symbolise the dream to turn around one of the world's largest irrigated farming schemes. Japanese aid has helped turn the area into a showcase for crop supporters who say it will offer farmers better yields and bigger incomes in what is still an overwhelmingly agricultural economy. Unlike in other parts of Africa or in Asia, rice is still an uncommon crop in Sudan, where sorghum is the staple cereal along with groundnut, millet and wheat. Cotton is also still grown. Well, that's it for Digital Farm TV Rural News this week. I'm Andy Walker, and I look forward to your company again next week. Bye.